So, for those of you who are interested, this is my car. Yep. This is the damage that occurred. This is the right headlight assembly that needs replaced. Believe it or not, this piece will not be all that expensive. However, I have to get the brakes done too, and I need a new thermostat. Now, everything in itself really is not all that expensive. Everything together is adding up very, very quickly. I need a new fender, but that can wait. That's not important right now. It is in drivable condition, but obviously I need a headlight and I need my brakes. And I need a thermostat because it's almost winter here. So I'm getting all this replaced. I'm getting all the important stuff done this coming week. The headlight comes first. Then, the headlight, the brakes, then thermostat's going to come last. This right here is only going to be about $40. The brakes itself is going to be about $40. The thermostat is going to be about maybe $17. I know that really does not sound like a lot, but adding up, and then plus my insurance bill falls on this week too, it adds up very, very quickly. All the little things add up, and it totally kills any income you have. So that's going to take a huge bite out of my Halloween budget, my Christmas budget, and everything else. Luckily, everybody is okay. It could have been a lot worse. Do not get me wrong. I'm very thankful to not be severely injured. But, yeah, I'm pretty much stuck with the repair bills next week. But that's fine too. I can financially afford it. But I won't be able to do anything else after that. So that really truly sucks. So I realize I look like a hot mess right now, but Annie did not want to get ready for school at all this morning. I'm pretty sure she was feeding off of our energy from yesterday, which I'll get into in a minute. But I'm gonna eat my breakfast really fast. My wheat toast and my 2 eggs. I used to eat bananas in the morning. However, I was not getting the correct amount of nutrients and calories I was going to need. And with my eggs and wheat toast, I get carbohydrates and protein. So, that's working out for me right now. Okay, now that I am in a better frame of mind, I can discuss something that happened yesterday. First of all, I want to point out that adults are probably some of the biggest bullies ever. When children are bullies, we still have a chance to correct them, to mold them, to explain why their behavior is wrong. That doesn't justify bullying. I'm not saying that at all. But when an adult bullies a child, that is completely wrong. We expect adults to know better. We expect adults to lead by example. We also expect adults to own up to something if they were incorrect and if they were wrong, and to apologize for their behaviors. Just to lead by example, because you have young ones watching. If you're an adult, chances are you have kids around you, some way, shape, or form, and you're expected to show them how to be the better person. I am the person who likes to take the high ground. I stay out of trouble. I'm a good girl. I don't party, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do any of that. I just have way too much responsibility to let anything interfere with what I have to get done during the day. I have small kids. I have a husband. I have a job. I have a lot of good things going for me, and I don't want to screw it up in any way, shape, or form. I've never been that person to seek outside interferences with my life, okay? That being said, yesterday my daughter, who was picking up my kids from school, I spoke about that yesterday, how she was helping out while we get our car fixed. She was picking up Annie and Lucy from school, and the way the school is set up, you have to go in and sign out all the pre-Kers. Apparently she was parked really, really closely to this lady. Now my daughter is a new driver. It's possible she was parked close to this lady. That wasn't the issue. We park close to people. Everybody's done it at one point or another. It's really not a big deal. It's not a big deal unless you make it a big deal. Okay? It's not a big deal unless you drive around the person that's parked close to you and make snide remarks, call them really rude names, and then tell you that, how about get your 3-year-old out of diapers? Yep, that comment was actually directed towards Annie. Now, Annie is 3. She doesn't wear diapers. She wears pull-ups. She's on the autism spectrum, as many of you know. And this lady didn't know it, and even if she did, it's still none of her business why my daughter's in pull-ups. My daughter's incontinence needs is nobody's business but my husband and I's. Okay? And if you think it's okay to yell at somebody, why is your 3-year-old still in diapers? It's not okay. It's rude. It's none of your business. And I will shut that situation down immediately. Okay? My daughter was so shaken, she didn't know what to do. Personally, I have never had any incidents out there. Okay? I know everybody. I've been to that school plenty of times. Jana went to that school when she was in the younger grades. Lucy's in 3rd grade there. Annie's in pre-K there. So obviously we've been there for a while. My older daughter Kara, was completely shaken by this incident, and she was ready to pound this person to the pavement because that was her special needs sister that was being insulted. It wasn't the car issue at all that bothered her. It wasn't the fault that she was being called names. She let that all go off. It was not until she started to talk about my youngest daughter, Annie, that began to see red. And she had every right to see red, because I was seeing red as she called me and told me what was going on. And they had witnesses. There was 4 people parked in front of her, or 4 people parked in the line. And they all saw it go down. Apparently the lady's car, the license plate was caught on camera. And somebody called the cops because this is not the first incident they've ever had with this lady. Apparently somebody, this is just hearsay at this point. Apparently somebody saw her throw her daughter in the car, didn't even buckle her in her car seat, and just drive off. This would be 3-year-old kid, because apparently this lady's kid's in the same class as Annie. So this isn't the first time they've had run-ins with this lady. That's neither here or there. What is here and there is that an adult verbally assaulted both of my daughters. And if you think that's okay, it's not. It's not okay to be an adult bully. It's not okay to be a child bully either. But if you're an adult, much more is expected from you. You have little eyes watching. You have everybody watching. And it's just completely uncalled for. There's just no reason to start extra crap when there is no reason to start extra crap. And I'm the type of person to not start trouble, but I am the type of person to finish it. If that lady had came after my daughters, my older daughter Kara had every right to protect herself and her younger sisters. The lady started to approach my daughter, and I keep in mind my daughter had, my older daughter Kara had her son and then Annie and Lucy with her, right? So she had 3 kids with her. My daughter Kara had every right to defend herself and her sisters. I've always said that. You have every right to not get shoved around. You have every right not to get pushed around. You have every right to not let somebody physically touch you at all. Okay? You end it there. And if you can't handle it yourself, and if you can't handle it yourself, you seek help. The teachers were called out. The counselor was called out. The police were called out. Apparently they pulled this lady's license plate already. I don't know, I wasn't there, but I do know my daughter Kara was getting ready to throw down because her sister, her special needs sister, was being picked on. And I do not blame her one bit. Let's just get one thing clear. If I physically see, if I know you're picking on a child, especially a special needs child, I will end it. Okay? And I am not a physical person. I do not go out causing trouble. I do not go out seeking trouble. But if I see anybody picking on a special needs child, I will end it myself. And I guess it's very lucky my car is out of commission, because things probably would have ended very, very badly. Yeah. So keep that in mind, please. If you see a child being picked on, try to help, okay? Try to figure out what's going on. Try to help. Try to calm the other person down, which is what happened. My daughter had other people come out and try to help. Try to get her to calm down. Try to assess the situation. And because when you're with a school for a very long time, you begin to know families. And even if you don't know the families, you should still help. You should still try to figure out what's going on. And try to help. And try to, you know, just help with whatever way you can. I'm not saying fight for the person. I'm not saying fight for the other person. I'm just saying see if they just need space or air or drink of water or something like that. Just get them out of the situation so you guys can figure out what to do next. But if you see a child being picked on, a child being bullied, guys, we don't realize as adults we become mandated reporters. If we see something wrong happening, we need to report it. And I know people say it's being too nosy, but if you see a child being hurt, or if you see a child in a rough situation, you do have every right to interfere so things don't escalate any further. And I just want you guys to keep that in mind for the rest of the school year, and for the rest of the year, actually. If you see something, say it. It's that simple. And if you're not heard, keep talking about it. Keep talking about it. I've already talked with this principal. I've already talked with my daughter's teacher. I've already talked with my daughter's teacher's assistant. I've already threatened to pull my daughters out of school if it happens again, because the state gets extra money for special needs kids. The school gets extra money through the state. I've already threatened to pull all of my kids out of the school district if this happens again. And I am not kidding. I am a one-chance person. If this happens again, they will be homeschooled. I am very capable of homeschooling my kids, do not get me wrong. Okay. But everything is just piling on, and it seems like every day something different is happening. So let's just hope today goes smoothly at work, because I don't know if I can take much more. All right. I work today from 11 to 4. It's not a long shift. My daughter Kara is going to swing by and get me. I have to go find something for dinner after that. But I hope you guys are having an awesome week. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And I want to thank Pet Monster and Granny Monster for sending people over to my channel yesterday. That was amazing. Thank you guys so much. I mean, you guys know I'm having a hard time, and you just sent people over. Thank you. That really means a lot, especially since we're in a financial bind. It means a lot. And I appreciate if you guys would share my videos and comment and like, and get this out there just a little further so I can cash out my revenue in time for Christmas to make up for my lost paycheck. Yeah. I will see you guys soon. Hope you guys have a fabulous weekend, and I will talk at you guys later. Bye.